Vincenzo'S Go Crypto Investing, a little gold update here. You know, we've had gold holdings on here for quite some time. We had some PBR that we bought for the dividend that they're paying out, so that's a short-term hold. But you can see we've been up, we've been down, but in the past month, our gold holdings are up 23.67%, or $1,807. In the past 3 months, we're up $690. In the past 6 months, we're up $3,120.49. The year to date, we're up $1,685 or 21%, 49% in the past 6 months because we had a big bear market. And in the past year, we are down 17% because we were way up here at $11,400. And then we had a huge plummet to $5,300. And now we've started a slow, steady ascent to nearly $10,000, which would be the first time our account value has been above $10,000 since, survey says, April the 28th of 2022. So nearly 1 year it's been to the date since we've been at $10,000, but we're having an astronomical rally the last 6 months and year to date. The year to date especially up 21%. In the past 6 months, we are up 49%. And the major fly in the ointment, as there always is I was overweighted in GPL, which is now GPLDF, which the F stands for fucked. Vincenzo, you are fucked. That's what that F stands for. But I was overweighted in there, and that is the only stock I am getting hammered on. And I'm down $3,100 in that stock, because I was overweighted in it and they almost went bankrupt, but they haven't yet. And that is the only stock that I am down on right now. And I should be at, my account value should be at 11,000. So I'm down about $2,000 from what I originally put into here, all because of GPL, because the other ones, B2 Gold is doing phenomenally well. Pan America Silver is doing good. Roscon's just in there as a speculative thing in that account. And then obviously we have our EPGFX, Europac Gold Fund A, is doing good. It pays a decent dividend over there. And then our other account, we have AEM. We have First Majestic Silver, 100 shares. We have Kinross Gold, 400 shares. We have Pan America Silver, 25 shares. PBR, 150 shares, because we're taking it for the dividend. And then we have Europac Gold on here, 127 shares. And Europac International Value Fund of 40 shares. And we're doing pretty good on here. We're up 2% today. We got an income stream here of $951 if I hold all of these stocks through the end of the year. That's what my account will get in dividends, and $1,200 in the next 12 months if I hold all of these stocks for a year. The only one I might not hold is the PBR. I'm really just in it for the dividend that they're about to pay. But the gold fund has done fairly well over the last several months, and I'm expecting a big explosion in the metals market, and the mining stocks have slowly started to catch up to the fact that the metal is nearing an all-time high. Some of the gold stocks that I own, you can see the gold itself, the gold bullion, is nearing an all-time high that it reached twice right here, and we got rejected, and now we're here again after we were in this falling channel, which was the handle of our decade and a half nearly, as we zoom out to the weekly time frame, cup and handle. And as you do know, this all started from the big gold rally that we had stemming from the last financial crises. After the dot-com pop in 2000, you had a steady and ever accelerating rise to the upside in gold, where you started at about $254 in 2001, and you peaked at about $1,960 or $80 on the spot price of gold in 2011. And that was the big rally that put into effect from this top. That's the big cup right there. You see the cup? Everybody can see a cup there, right? Come way up. You got the cup, and then you got your handle, right? And this is a very bullish formation, one of the most bullish macro formations you can get. And then now you're trying to break out of the handle. Again, the neckline is up here, which is the old high. That's why that line's there. And the way you do a targeted move is you take it from the bottom of the cup to the neckline, to the point of the breakout at the neckline up here. And that's how we get a target of nearly $3,525.69. But we have an initial pump of right around $2,500. I think you're going to get up to, and that $2,500 really is where this should be, because I think that's where we're going next. That's our next plateau, I think, where you get a nice consolidation. I think we're going to $2,500. I've been saying that ever since the price was coming up into here. I thought this would eventually break out after we found out that we were getting rejected at the neckline to form the handle, which eventually would be broken out. And I think we're going to head up there. And then we could even go as high as $3,500 over the next 5 years. But I think we're going to start to inch our way up and inch our way up big as soon as we break that neckline. The same thing with silver. I am very bullish on silver. That's why I own a bunch of silver mining companies, because I think we're going to retest this all-time high, as I've made this beautiful chart for you. And we continue to reference back. And I did a lot of work for you here to show you a nice, beautiful chart and what the price of silver has been doing. If we go to the way back machine, back when we were living under candlelight as cavemen back in the 1930s, you can see the very choppy, almost no volume there. Looks like some of the crypto stocks now after they go bust. But you can see every time we pumped to the upside. Silver back then was at 76 cents, had a nice rally, came up, retested at the bottom at $1.31 in 1972, had a massive blow off top into the financial crisis and hyperinflation nearly of 1980, hit $50, and then we crashed. And the next time we came onto this uptrend was 1992 at $3.56. So from peak to trough, from trough to peak to trough, from trough to trough, you were up almost 200% on your next low. Then you had a huge run up after that again from 1992 to 2011, where you matched your all-time high at nearly 50-something dollars and change. And then you came back down and you plateaued in 2021 all the way up here at $12 and change, right? And that's what I think we're doing. And I think we're destined and doomed to come back up and retest these old lows from 1980 and 2001 of $48.98 and $49.96. I think we're eventually coming back up here to retest. Then we could come back down in a consolidation, but I believe eventually this is going to break and $62 will be hit initially, and then eventually you're going to come all the way up to $94. And I think that's going to happen in the very near future. And that's why I own companies like First Majestic Silver Company, right? AG. That's why I own First Majestic Silver, right? It's only 100 shares, but we're buying it on a decline. You can see we had our big blow off regional top back here, and now we're buying down here, waiting for the future that this will eventually come back to the upside. And we're going to slowly acquire hundreds of shares on each purchase over the next 6 to 12 months. And I think we're going to be very bullish there. Pan America Silver, we own a few hundred shares of this. And again, we're buying it as it declines. We've hit a major support level. And eventually, I think we're going to come all the way up into here over the next several years at maybe $100 a share. But that is for years and years down the line. But I think eventually the base will be built, and then the next bull market will start, and it'll look something like that as you move up into the bull market, right? Series of impulse moves. Then we have Fortuna Silver. I don't own any shares of that right now, but you can see it was a great time to buy, and it's coming against major resistance. Kinross Gold, I have a pretty good holding of 400 shares, and we've been buying mostly below the moving averages right there. And now it's starting to move up. And if we can fight above in the monthly time frame these moving averages, eventually our target is all the way up here at $22. I'm very comfortable with that hold. And we're above the VP volume indicator. B2 Gold, I'm very, very bullish on B2 Gold too. We own about 750 shares. You can see we hit the VP volume indicator. And as you know from crypto, when you're coming from above it, it likes to act as support and bounce. And this could have just been a liquidity to drain out all the weak hands right here. Now we've broken out of that falling channel. We've bounced off the $2.79 VP volume indicator range. Now we might be free and clear to try to come all the way back up to the $7.51 all-time high. And then that would be a decision point. Do we consolidate and break out? Or do we break back down in a big W topping reversal pattern? Like, subscribe, and share. Peace and love for the next gold update.